Scene script. Ever thought Buddhism and Christianity are worlds apart? Well, think again. Welcome to our journey of unraveling the mysteries and myths surrounding two of the world's most widely followed religions. The common belief is that Buddhism and Christianity stand on opposite ends of the spiritual spectrum. But if we dig a little deeper, we might just discover some unexpected common ground. First, let's debunk a couple of common misconceptions. Buddhism, often perceived as a philosophy of meditation and detachment, is much more than just that. Sure, it emphasizes mindfulness, but it also advocates moral virtues, wisdom, and the liberation of the mind. On the other hand, Christianity is often seen as a religion solely focused on worship and obedience to a higher power. While worship and obedience are indeed key components, Christianity also encourages practices of mindfulness, introspection, and a deep personal relationship with the divine. It's easy to get caught up in stereotypes and miss the underlying essence of these faiths. Both Buddhism and Christianity, at their core, emphasize the importance of living in the present, acknowledging our thoughts and emotions, and cultivating a sense of compassion and understanding towards ourselves and others. So Buddhism isn't just about sitting under a Bodhi tree, and Christianity isn't just about kneeling in a church. Both of these practices, Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer, are profound ways of connecting with oneself and the universe. They both encourage self-reflection, promote internal peace, and guide us towards leading a meaningful and fulfilling life. But while they share some striking similarities, they also have their unique differences. Differences that give each of them their distinctive charm and appeal. Differences that we'll delve into as we progress through this journey. It's time to look beyond the surface, beyond the stereotypes and preconceived notions. It's time to explore, to understand, and to appreciate the subtle nuances of these spiritual practices. So, let's dive in and explore the surprising similarities and differences between Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer. Scene script. Mindfulness in Buddhism and prayer in Christianity, two distinct practices, or are they? Let's start by exploring the principle of mindfulness in Buddhism. In its essence, it's about being fully aware of the present moment. It's about noticing your thoughts, feelings, sensations, and the world around you without judgment. It's like watching a movie of your own life where you are the observant spectator, not getting entangled in the plot. Now let's turn our attention to Christian prayer. At its core, prayer is a way of communicating with God. It's a spiritual dialogue that encompasses praise, thanksgiving, confession, and petition. It's an intimate communion, a heart-to-heart conversation with the divine. At first glance, these practices may seem worlds apart. One is an inward observation, the other an upward conversation. But look a little closer and you'll find some intriguing commonalities. Both mindfulness and prayer aim for inner peace. Whether it's the tranquility achieved through mindfulness, by accepting and letting go of thoughts, or the serenity obtained through prayer, by surrendering worries and burdens to God, the desired outcome is the same. Moreover, both practices require focused attention. In mindfulness, you focus on the present moment, your breath, or a particular sensation. In prayer, you focus your thoughts on God, your words, or a particular scripture. This focused attention, whether directed inward or upward, has the power to quiet the mind and calm the heart. So while mindfulness and prayer may originate from different traditions and utilize different techniques, they intersect in their pursuit of peace and their use of focused attention. They both serve as tools for navigating the complexities of life, providing a sense of grounding and connection. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into these practices. You might be surprised by what we discover. As we peel back the layers, we see the paths of mindfulness and prayer begin to diverge. It's like standing at a fork in the road with two unique journeys stretching out before us. On one side, we have Buddhist mindfulness, a practice that places the individual at the center of the universe. Its essence lies in the journey inward, a deep dive into the self. It's about becoming acutely aware of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences in the present moment. The ultimate goal? Enlightenment, a state of perfect knowledge and wisdom. Mindfulness encourages us to become the master of our own minds, to find peace and understanding within ourselves. On the other side, we find Christian prayer. This is a journey that looks outward towards an omnipotent, loving God. Prayer is a conversation, a heartfelt dialogue between the believer and the divine. It's about seeking guidance, strength, and comfort from a higher power. The ultimate goal here is communion with God, establishing a personal relationship with the divine. So you see, while both mindfulness and prayer encourage introspection and self-improvement, their paths diverge significantly. Mindfulness is about self-realization and self-mastery, a journey inward. Prayer, on the other hand, is about reaching out, seeking divine intervention, guidance, and strength, a journey outward. Yet, as different as they are, they share a common thread, a quest for peace, understanding, and a better self. They both value the importance of the present moment, and they both seek to improve the self through a process of introspection and reflection. But even in their divergence, could there be a deeper connection between Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer? Let's find out. Now comes the moment of truth. Are Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer really so different after all? Let's delve into the heart of the matter. Despite the differences in their practices, the desired end of both Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer is strikingly similar. It's about finding tranquility, understanding, and connection. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, we often lose touch with ourselves. We're caught up in the rat race, constantly chasing goals, and we forget to pause and reflect. This is where both mindfulness and prayer come into play. They provide us with a sanctuary, a place of solace where we can reconnect with ourselves and in turn, with the world around us. Buddhist mindfulness teaches us to be present, to observe our thoughts without judgment, and to let go of what doesn't serve us. It's a journey of self-discovery, of realizing our true nature, and of finding inner peace. On the other hand, Christian prayer allows us to express our hopes, fears, and gratitude. It provides a channel to communicate with a higher power, offering us comfort, guidance, and a sense of purpose. It's a dialogue with God, a connection that brings us peace and understanding. Despite their differences, these practices are not mutually exclusive. They can coexist and even complement each other. One could be mindful in their prayers, being fully present and truly connecting with their words. Likewise, one could bring the virtues of gratitude and hope into their mindfulness practice. This fusion of mindfulness and prayer can create a rich tapestry of spiritual experiences, leading us to the same destination of peace, understanding, and connection. So next time you sit in silence, whether it's in mindfulness or prayer, remember, it's not about the path you choose, but the peace you find at the end of it. Like, share, subscribe, and comment below on your thoughts about Buddhist mindfulness and Christian prayer. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.